I have said this before, since the Switch's launch, I felt like loot-based dungeon crawlers would be both perfect and addictive for the system. This is because the good loot-driven games are very fun and provide an almost never-ending loop of rewards, and then combine that with the portability and multi-purpose use of the Switch, and there you have something that just never ends, and you can play it anywhere. Titan Quest entered the Switch market this summer, and Diablo 3 is expected to come later this year. But if you want another dungeon crawler within a fantasy setting, then I might suggest Victor Vran.
Zagoravia, the fallen city, the land of no return, where darkness won and we demon hunters lost. 1 year ago, a plea for help summoned hunters to Zagoravia. Many answered the call. No one returned.
Victor Vran entered the console scene last year after being on PC, and I had the pleasure to play the game and complete it. Before we get into why you should try this game, know that Victor Vran is a rewarding, loot-based dungeon crawling game that any fan of the genre will enjoy. The true standouts from the presentation of the game are the main character Victor and the character known as the Voice. Victor is voiced by the same awesome guy who did Geralt of Rivia from the Witcher series. And just like in The Witcher, he draws on his dry sarcasm and uses it well here. The voice really is what makes the story interesting. Essentially, you have this being that will taunt and provoke you throughout the story, leading to some unexpected but appreciated moments of comedy. Based on the dark tone presented in the first cutscene and the box art, I wasn't initially expecting any sort of levity from the game. But here, the voice provides a lot of humorous moments that breathe life into this world. What also helps the story are the beautiful kind of still images that they show for the cutscenes. The isometric action is particularly good in this game. In most games of this type, you would earn different skills through level ups, and different character classes would provide different moves. While Victor Vran does have the traditional level up system, the weapon system here helps to set it apart from its contemporaries. Essentially, skills are attached to different weapons. This makes you want to mix and match the many different weapons that you find, and find something that really works for you. A good example of this is how if you use the hammer, it has an ability to steal health from opponents. Or you can use the very fun dual pistols that has you spinning around in a circle attacking everybody as you're shooting them. You can equip two different weapons at the same time, and this is where the mixing and matching really comes in. This creates an engaging flow of finding new weapons and seeing what skills they have attached to them, and then finding the best pairings for you to be able to take out your enemies. Since much of the enjoyment is based on the weapons you find, you can bet that there's going to be a lot of them. Also, as you level up, you'll earn different destiny cards that can help provide different passive buffs. So combined with your level ups with the passive buffs and then the loads of loot you'll find, there will be this continuous stream of rewards that you'll always have something to find and earn. While Victor Vran isn't going to change the game in terms of dungeon crawling loot-based games, and it doesn't need to be, because what it does really well here. Victor Vran is an enjoyable action RPG that can also be played in single player and co-op. If you haven't tried Victor Vran, then I'd highly recommend you check this out, especially on the Switch. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out some of my other ones. If you'd like to help support the channel, check out my Patreon page at the end of this video in the description down below. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.